need a strategy.
Are we live? Not yet. Got a notification that I am. But where am I? Huh. Hold on. What if I did that? It's showing right there, but it's just not popping up on the home page, which is weird. Ah, there it is.
All
Right.
the world holds dear is but a backdrop of constant motion. I stand
Just
before
one
it,
moment.
alone and unchanging.
I should probably look up the rules on here, actually, on this Discord server. Is it directory? No. I don't remember what the rules are here. I don't really see much about it,
The world remains constant over the centuries.
so it should be fine,
But
right?
human life is like the dew at dawn, or a bubble rising through water. Transitory.
Text my friend. Alright, let's get started. Oh, excuse me. So, I'm gonna spin my Risen. Well, how many Pyro Cube runs do I need for Toma? 9? So, potentially all my Risen on the Pyro Cube. Not a big deal.
Let's move out.
Yeah, I'm gonna spend all my Risen on the Pyro Cube. And I guess in between that I'll do whatchamacallit, 412 of this. And then done with that, I'll do another one of Power Cube.
Rest and rebuild.
And I guess I'll work on the Archon quest while I'm doing that. Like in between runs.
Quietly now.
It's so funny. I love Yelon. Triple drop, nice. Very nice. Alright, before I get started on 412 of Abyss, let me make sure I have... Yeah, that's what I thought. Let's give Rosaria her stuff back. I'm not using Ayaka. I used her for 411 of Abyss, but that's done with. I'm just gonna do 412. That's the only floor I felt was worthwhile streaming. There. Give you back. Deathmatch. Alright, that's all done. That's fine. Bennett. That's right. Everybody have everything? I think so. Yes. Wait. Today's Wednesday, right? No, today's Tuesday. I wanted talent books for someone. Who was it? I don't remember. Let me check real quick.
Navigating the world is a whole lot.
To-do list, Toma, Kaya, Zhongli. I'm not doing Toma's talents, so Kaya.
Easier with a few different identities to choose.
And Wednesday. Kaya, you're Wednesday too, right? Yes, okay. Whose artifacts are these? That's Raiden's Old Sands. Hold on. Okay, I think we're good. Sorry about that. Let me see. Yeah, I just needed a better goblet for Kaya. What's your... not that great, but that's fine for now. So, yeah, I'm good for today to just do Pyro Cube, and tomorrow I'll do Kaya's talents. Alright. So, first floor, chamber 1, first floor, 412, chamber 1. We got the, what's it called? The Magu Kinki? I don't know. In the second half, we got the Hydro Phantasms. Along with the mechs. Probably do Hyper Bloom in the second half. Would that be good? I think so. Yeah, it should be. So, first half I'll just do Raiden National. Second half we'll do Nahida, Kokomi, Rosaria, Shinobu. Just one second, I'm gonna look at Discord. Alright. Oh, whoops. Hold on, I wasn't looking at what I pressed. Oh, yeah, that's fine.
There is no escape. Nice and spicy.
Game's up. Fun's over. Busted.
I'm going in. You're toast.
Torn to oblivion.
Okay. Doing good? Doing good?
Illusion shattered. Quietly now.
Booba, get them.
Oh, that hurt a lot.
Here comes the catch. Everybody stand. Hey,
Whew.
Inazuma shines eternal.
Got a lot of damage. Alright, good. Gil, no way, Verdant Regan. Thanks for joining. Happy to see you here.
I see everything. Make yourselves at home. Yeah. Punishment. Allow me.
We're just doing Spiral Abyss 412, which is how would I describe it? I guess in simple terms, it's kind of like horde mode, like in some games you'd be familiar with. And if you beat it under a certain amount of time, you get Primo Gems and stuff like that for wishing characters. It's very enjoyable. I enjoy it a lot.
I see everything.
And it's a good way to test like how good your characters are. Ow, that hurts.
Covenant of the deep. Stand with me. Yeah, everyone hold hands.
Maybe I should go over here first.
Judgment. Out of my way. You can't run. I see everything. Yeah. Punishment. Everyone hold hands.
Are doing good so far in the second half.
Hold the line.
So yeah, we're good.
This may
You
hurt.
got it.
You can't run.
Alright, that's the first chamber done. Triple star, very nice. Elements of burst damage, yes please.
Shine down.
Oh shit!
Gotcha. Quietly now.
That hurt a lot.
Nice and spicy.
Busted. There is no escape. Things are about to get dicey.
Teamwork is strength.
First.
Now you shall perish.
Gotcha.
Oh,
Busted.
Raiden's about to die.
Everybody stand. Game's up. Fun's over.
Just use that excuse to heal right there. All good. Oh, nice. Well, thank you for stopping by before work, man. Really appreciate it. Good to see ya. Join again.
You're coming. I see everything. Make yourselves at home. Rest and repack. Judgment. Our bond is strong. Brilliant.
First.
Yeah. Shiver. I'll settle this. Committed to memory. Dissipate.
Nice.
The Temple of Wisdom.
Vegeta burst. Kokomi.
Judgment.
That hurts. That hurts a lot, actually.
Punishment. Hold the line. You can't run. Sharing my knowledge.
Vegeta burst again.
Out of my way.
Shinobu
Stand
burst.
with me. Judgment. This may hurt a little. Looking for a fight? Yeah. Grow. Yeah. You can't run.
Come on, you got the shield back up. Okay, there we go. Nice, triple star again. Am I gonna first try this? I might.
care.
That'd be a first.
Dance with me.
Quietly now.
I might not hear,
Let you
though.
light it up.
I'll be surprised if I did.
Out of the frying pan.
Okay, nice.
You're toast.
Here comes the catch.
Yelling burst, riding
To
burst.
oblivion.
Alright, where are you? There you are. Oh, you're all the way over there.
Busted.
Alright.
There is no escape.
Everybody stand.
Burst. Burst.
Game's up.
Burst.
Absurd. Inazuma
Burst.
shines eternal.
Where are you? There you are. Oh, you're a tanky boy.
Illusion shattered.
Quietly now. Gotcha.
Nice. Oh, I completely misinterpreted that message. I thought you were just not leaving for work. My bad. By the time you get home and after you eat, I'm sure I will. I mean, the stream just started 9:18. Yeah, I'll be streaming for like another 2 hours or so. So, I would think so. Alright.
This may hurt a little. Yeah. Lights out. The Temple of Wisdom. Judgment.
Oh, I might have used a very poor character for this.
A minute. I'm seeing stop.
Okay, well, first off, ow. Get out, okay.
Grow. Our bond is strong. Uphill battle. Torrent.
Kokomi burst,
Minute to memory.
Nahida burst.
Sharing my knowledge.
You can't run.
Lightning.
Am I doing this right? It doesn't feel right.
Shiver. Judgment.
Oh,
Bro, chill.
Stand with me.
this may hurt a little.
Oh, you hurt so much.
Grow. Make yourselves at home.
I'm not triple soaring this. There's no way.
Hold the line.
I'll settle this. Yeah. Punishment.
Sharing my knowledge.
You can't run.
Yep, nope, I don't got it. I wasn't that close either. I think I need a different team for that. There's just no way. Let me look up who they're weak to. That's like my second time fighting them in total. Let me look up what they're called. Where are you? There you are. Icewind Suit. Or Sweet. And it's like a specific one, isn't it? No. There you go. Nemesis of Copius. Oh, Icewind, not Icewind. Ice Wind, sweet. Nemesis of Copious. Best team. Bless you. That's my dog. Typically want pyro. I can do that pretty easy. Okay. Yeah, so Hyper Bloom is valid, but it didn't quite work out for me that well. So I'll probably use Yomiya or Hotel. Yeah, I'll do that. So keep up with the Raiden National here. In the second half, we'll do Zhongli. Kokomi? Maybe? Let me think. It works. I could do Zhongli, Kokomi, Hutao, and Yomiya. Yeah. Right? Yeah, let's try that. Let me give Hutao her weapon back though. There we go. Alright, second half, Zhongli, Kokomi, Hutao, and Yomiya. That should work, right? You would think. And even then, it's not like you have to triple crown this floor again.
Let's light it up! Things are about to get dicey. Quietly now. Teamwork is strict!
Nice and spicy. Eat this!
Now you shall perish!
You're like invincible in that state, I just realized.
There is no escape!
Out of the frying pan, into the fire!
Busted! Here comes the catch. Everybody stand!
Yeah, go ahead and do your thing, buddy.
Inazuma shines eternal!
Oh, you cow! Oh, that hurts.
Shine down!
Boba, get them!
Ow. That hurt.
Let's light it
I
up!
don't appreciate that.
Quietly now.
There you go. Alright, let's see how this team does. Not that it matters too much. Man, y'all are tanky.
See? Go! Phew. Higher, higher, hands on fire!
Solidify! Order guide you.
On.
Gather!
Restore my shield.
Go! Fire hazard!
Restore the shield. Doing good. Alright.
Stabilize!
Time to go!
Solidify! I will have order!
Alright.
Rest and rebuild!
Okay, that wasn't
Time
supposed
for
to
a
happen.
light show!
There you go. Oh, my shield's gone. That's not good.
Stabilize!
Alright. Lost the store, but like I said, doesn't matter.
See? Phew.
Solidify!
The fuse is lit!
Oh, god damn it. Alright, like I said, not a huge rush to get a good score because we already got the triple star. So it's fine.
Higher, higher, hands on fire! Hold the line!
Solidify!
Time for a light show!
There we go. It'd be very unfortunate if it got all the way to the last fight, and this isn't a good team for them.
There is no
Game's up.
Let's go forward again.
I'm going in.
torn to oblivion.
Busted. Gotcha. Things are about to get tight.
Everybody stand back! I'm the frying pan into the fire!
Huh?
Eat this!
Now you
Oh,
shall
very
perish.
concerning.
Quietly now. Gotcha. Let's light it up.
Nice and spicy!
Get Shangling
Shine down.
first back up. Okay, that hurts. That hurts. I'm sorry.
Gotcha.
What's going on? That was scary.
Busted.
You're just forward tricks, aren't you?
Adventure time. Gotcha. How was I so...
Okay, so that wasn't the approach. My bad.
Illusion shattered.
Busted. Chop. Game's up. Fun's over.
Shine down.
Teamwork is Yoink!
Gotcha.
Inazuma shines eternal. Detached.
Oh, God damn it, man. Alright, I'll get it this time.
Illusion shattered.
Busted. Things are about to get dicey. Quietly now. Take it easy. Gotcha.
Alright, there we go.
Quietly now.
There is no escape.
Everybody stand nice and spicy. Hey, yeah!
Game's up. Fun's over.
Torn to oblivion. Illusion shattered.
Gotcha.
Alright, there we go. Much better.
Well, stabilize. This is order.
Fire hazard!
You know, let's go ahead and get rid of that guy.
Covenant of the Deep!
Bloom as the flowers in Gurabad.
Power resistance must be up. It's dawned on me I should get rid of you first, actually. Alright, there we go.
Rust and Reven.
Y'all just keep doing your thing.
Stabilize.
Alright, there we go.
Order guide you.
Don't reverse, I guess. Reset
Hold the
shield.
line. Go! Rust and Reven, the fuse is lit!
Take one out one at a time.
Time to go!
First, I missed.
Gather.
That's funny.
Hold the line! Rust and Reven!
Okay.
Go! Fire hazard!
There we go. And onto the third chamber. Alright, this is where it counts. This is where I gotta try hard.
Care for a dance? Dance with me! Be a good audience.
Here comes the cash.
I'm going in!
Okay.
Boba, get them!
Now you shall perish fast! Not done yet, the curtain! There is no escape!
Busted. Quietly now. Things are about to get
Yellow
dicey.
burst. Bruh, bruh.
Take it easy.
Illusion shattered.
Sorry if I'm not talking much. I'm just really. No, don't.
Let's light it up.
That was very scary.
Shine down.
Teamwork is
Alright, you know,
teamwork.
just go ahead and burst, I guess.
Here comes the catch.
Inazuma shines eternal.
Alright, right, I need to be real quick with this. I'm talking speed. Yeah, there you go. Just like that. Hey, Brandon, thanks for the joining. I really appreciate it. I'm just trying to
Samantha's wine
36 star
tastes the
Abyss
same as
before we
I
move on
remember.
with the Fontaine Archon quest. So yeah, thanks for joining, man. I really appreciate it. Always nice to have an audience.
Hold the line.
Alright, let's see how Yomi does at first. Alright, well, it shreds your shield much quicker, so that's nice.
Allow me.
Alright, let's try Huta.
Go.
Much quicker there.
Higher, higher, pants on fire. Billowing surge.
Solidify.
Hold the line.
Shredding my shield really quickly. That's pretty nutty. Alright, come on.
Rest and
There
revamp.
we go. Come on. Square register? There we go.
Time to go.
Stabilize.
The fuse is lit.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do it in time. Just really tanky is a problem.
Allow me.
Yeah, I can get a double star easy here, but triple star is that's another question.
Solidify. Order guide you.
Freaking okay, calm down.
Go. Higher, higher, pants on fire.
Gather.
Burst, I'm not burst still. Alright, there we go. We got the double star. No triple star though, but that's okay. I'll try again another time. Alright. That's good enough for now. I'll have to think about what to do against that boss there. Alright, I was gonna do another Pyro Cube run.
It's raining. Oh, this isn't good. If the rain washes away the traces, it's gonna set us back a long way.
Alright, here we go.
Busted.
Let's move.
Ow.
Covenants of the Deep. Go as one. Ha! Ha!
Do it, no balls.
Gotcha. Quietly now.
Oh, wait, hold on, I take it back. Whoopsies.
Tiggity.
That's it, right? Yeah. There we go. Casual. 78k skill. Triple drop again. Very nice. I just need 3 more. And I'm done. And let me see, Toma. Yeah, once I get him to level 80, I'm done with him. I'm not gonna max ascend him. He doesn't benefit that much from max ascending. What else is there to do before I move on? That's pretty good, actually. That's a good goblet. I'll keep that just in case. Alright. I guess now we'll move on to the Archon quest. Let me change my party though. Who do I want to bring? Oh, excuse me. I guess. Let me change that back to Nahida.
There's still so many places for us to explore.
We do the Eula team. Let me just give Rosaria her weapon back. Alright. Actually, no. I changed my mind. We will go to my normal team. If not for the sake of having Elan skill available for me to just go burr. What? Sorry, I was talking to my dog. What's wrong? Hmm? What time is it, by the way? 9:40? Ah, yes, the crime scene. Oh, that's nice. I got to a good stopping point here. Alright. Examine control board. This should be the control device for the trolley. It seems to be able to operate automatically. Yep, sure does. Ladder. A ladder is required in order to return to the magic box above. You don't say. A thing.
What's this?
Looks like a hook tied to the end of a rope. Huh? There's all kinds of odds and ends here.
Lenny didn't mention this earlier.
Perhaps it was a prop for a different trick. But why would it have been left here?
Whatever it
Guys,
is,
man, they're absolutely
let's make
insane.
a note of it first.
Oh, goodness. Oh, I forgot about Paimon's glasses. That's funny. Dropped hook rope. A rope that has fallen to the ground, a metal hook has been tied to one end of this rope. Its use is unclear. Broken vase.
The floor is wet. Please be careful not to slip.
Speaking of which, why would there be water here?
Someone's thirsty? Maybe it was maybe it was for a trick?
Oh, Paimon knows! It's one of those tricks where you pour water into a jug and then flip the jug over only for the water to disappear. And
Paimon, I want to
she's
know
a
where you
broken
got those
vase.
glasses from. And mustache.
Did the trolley knock it down while moving?
I guess it's possible.
That can't be. The trolley moves along tracks from start to finish. It couldn't have hit the vase at this distance.
Bro,
Let's
like,
note this down too and
like
think
that is
about
just
it later.
Navia's super pretty, man. Broken flower vase. There are many pieces of a broken flower vase on one side of the tunnel. All the water within has been spilled. Judging from the distance, it seems unlikely that it was knocked over by the trolley meant to transport the magic box. Alright. Clothing.
Oh, these are the clothes that the lady chosen from the audience was wearing, right? Her
Was she?
clothes are here, but she's nowhere to be found.
I don't remember. Then he didn't mention the guest having a wardrobe change.
Right. And do you really need to do that if you're kidnapping them? Ugh, this is so confusing. Paimon doesn't want to be a detective anymore.
Paimon, did you always have the swirly things on your glasses? Or were we just having like a Mandela effect moment? The clothes belonging to Halsey, the lady who went missing, were found in the tunnel. The reason for this remains unknown. Alright. Examine tracks. High precision is required to complete this magic show. Oh, I didn't get to finish reading. And tracks are perfect for making the trolley stay on its designated course. A crate, boxes, all kinds of props and costumes are haphazardly stuffed inside. That's a hard word to say. Examine trolley. The trolley is crucial for transporting the magic box to the other side. The culprit must have used this to execute their plan. No, no way, a vent? Like Among Us? Looks like a vent.
It seems someone could fit
Like from the hit game Among Us.
Could this have been the suspect's escape route?
Alone, perhaps. But if they had to pull another person with them, the space would be too narrow.
But there are no other ways in or out of here.
Other than those that go through the magic boxes, and Lenny and Annette were in the two magic boxes.
Oh, you're right. Let Paimon write that down.
Tunnel vent. The tunnel vent looks like it could allow one person passage, barely, but leaving along the missing lady seems to be an unrealistic prospect.
Seems we're just about done investigating down here.
Yes. Let's head back up.
Alright, is that it? I guess so. Alright. Wait, hold on. There we go.
Well, we've ascertained the state of the crime scene. Let's find a place to sort out our findings once Malus returns. Seems to me
Malus
that
was
there
the
are
old guy,
several
right?
things that don't add up here.
Malus's voice sounds kind of familiar to me.
Apologies for the
Oh
wait,
yeah, Malus.
Demoiselle.
There he is.
So, what did the guards say? Did the criminal escape through the vent?
They believe
Can't
the
take that word
odds of
seriously.
that are very low, since the vent leads to the Opera House's basement. The guards have checked the area carefully. No one left through the basement during the performance or after the incident, and no one was found hiding there.
So the tunnel's become like a secret chamber then. You know, like the kind you usually see in novels.
Yep.
The plot thickens. Halsey's disappearance and Cowell's death are both quite inexplicable.
You know, say what you will
Furina
about
was so confident in her
Genshin's terrible lip
accusation.
syncing, but the
All
face
current
models are
evidence
very
points
good.
toward Linny and Lynette.
Like the facial expressions.
In other words, the
Very well made.
charges are very likely to
Hey,
be upheld unless we
you want
make
my
some
leg?
considerable progress.
Come on.
Charges
Come on.
and then trial.
No?
So if the charges
Okay.
are upheld, they'll announce a sentence?
That's right. This is how a trial goes in the Opera House. During the proceedings, the Chief Justice and the Oratrice will hear statements from both sides.
The Oratrice will too?
That's right. This is how indemnitium is produced. The statements from both sides, the defenses from attorneys, witness testimonies, and even the audience's emotions will all be projected on the Oratrice. To put it simply, it's as if the Oratrice has its own will, and is a judge in its own right.
This also precludes any kind
Sounds
of
a lie,
favoritism
which
on the
is
part of the Chief Justice.
crazy.
And not that this has ever happened anyway.
Once
Fascinating.
both sides have finished speaking, the Chief Justice will make his final decision. This, too, will be used by the Oratrice as a reference. Then, finally, the Oratrice will be consulted by officials. The result it returns is the will of justice itself.
Huh? So that machine is the one that actually decides? I thought Neverlet called the shots.
In
Oh,
practice, there is
Neverlet,
very little
like the way
difference.
Paimon
Both
says it,
have
kind of has like
always come to the same
a
judgment,
hint of an accent to it. It's
which
so
is why
weird.
people have great faith in the Chief Justice. Ah, yes, the guards also asked me to convey that none of us will be allowed to leave this place before the trial.
Huh? Why?
The crime scene, bro.
Because we've chosen to act as the twins' proxies. That makes us persons related to the case.
They're concerned that we might be colluding with outside parties, or that we might find outside help to disrupt the case.
Aren't we acting as
If that were not
lawyers?
so, it could prove problematic if we happen to spread key information about the case ahead of time.
I'm ready to break out at any time.
Yo, Silver, what a guy.
Whoa, whoa, there's no need for that. Paimon thinks they have a point.
Right there. That's my favorite generic character.
Of
Bro was
course,
ready.
I just hope you don't mind the lack of options. I'm afraid that catering to all tastes is not in the cards, nor is any guarantee of balanced nutrition.
Now's not the time to be picky.
In that case, let's just sort out our findings together here. Pity. I was hoping to take you to try some of Fontaine's famous desserts, too. I mean, what better way to properly
I will say,
feast
I
our
am very
findings than over
glad
some tea and
that
sweets?
the stream so far has been running very smoothly. It's a
Bringing it
blessing.
suddenly doesn't seem like such a bad idea after all.
Paimon.
Just kidding, just kidding. Paimon will still do her best, even if there are no snacks.
What do you mean, no snacks? Of course we'll have snacks. If we cannot buy some, then we'll simply make some.
Huh? Here? Ow!
Understood, demoiselle. Everyone, please come with me.
I think it's so funny we're having this kind of conversation about making snacks about 20 feet away from a body that was brutally crushed.
Wait, you're carrying a portable stove with you?
Yeah, man, you don't?
Yes, I must be prepared to meet the demoiselle's baking needs whenever the fancy strikes her.
Clearly, you don't own an air fryer.
I have eggs, sugar, and almonds at the ready.
Thanks, Silver Bro. You're the best.
Good work, you two. Then I'll get to it. Please sit tight for a moment. You'll get to taste my awesome snacks soon enough.
These three are quite the interesting group.
Must be a Spina de Rose. Hold on. Spina de. I'll get this. Spina de Rosella. Must be a Spina de Rosella. Bro, French. Spina de Rosella. Rosella. Spina de I'm suffering. Spinny de Rosella thing. Yeah, sure, let's go with that.
Paimon thought it smelled good while it was still in the oven. Oh, it's even better now. Paimon can't stop drooling. From the way
You know,
had
I've always
two
wanted to
guys
try a
carrying all
macaroon.
that stuff around,
Both
Paimon
English
thought
and
you'd have
French
them do more
macaroons. I'd
during
like
the
to try one
baking
day.
process.
They always look good,
But you ended up doing the entire thing by
especially the French
yourself.
ones.
Beating the egg whites, grinding almonds, everything.
I was applauding.
And I
Thanks,
was
Silver Bro.
giving
Really
encouraging
appreciate it.
smiles.
It's not quite what Paimon meant, but okay.
Paimon was just thinking. Aren't you worried about getting your fancy dress dirty, beating egg whites and baking like this?
Nah, man, she's a pro.
Well, I don't think it's carved in stone anywhere that fancy ladies can only read books, sip tea, ride horses, and play the piano. I just really enjoy making snacks.
It's not really what
Don't
she was saying,
underestimate
Paimon.
beating egg whites, by the way.
Nadia.
It's a real arm workout. You also need to beat them to just the right consistency, or your macarons will crack.
She was really just saying, like, hey, aren't you concerned about your dress getting dirty?
There's 3 for each of us.
Only 3?
Oh, Paimon.
Well,
Fat
eating
pig.
too many sweet treats might send all that sugar to your head. You wouldn't be able to think clearly about the case on a sugar rush, would you?
Tea is ready to be served as well. This is Demoiselle's favorite, strong black tea with a floral fragrance that clears the mind and lifts the spirit.
I should try black tea. Bro, this Archon quest is making me want to try different foods and drinks. It's crazy. Why don't you take a break as well?
No need for concern. I'm merely doing as I should.
Bro, I love these guys. What's his name?
All right then.
Melus?
Down to
Melus and
business.
Silver. They're
As
the goat.
Paimon mentioned previously, the tunnel seems to be something of a secret chamber. However, we can assume that Lenny and Lynette were not alone within it. Some criminal also occupied its sealed
I want
confines.
Melus and Silver to be the
Magician
first
twins could
dual
have committed
playable
the crimes,
characters in
of
Genshin
course,
Impact.
but they lack any logical motive.
Exactly. Why would they do such a thing right when everyone was watching?
So apart from the twins, we're left with 2 other people, the missing girl and the deceased.
The flower vase and the thud we heard during the performance could indicate some altercation between Halsey and the criminal in the tunnel, resulting in the shattering of the vase, the discarding of her clothes, and her abduction. Perhaps the criminal thought that since she was chosen from the crowd, she would be too easy to identify if she was still wearing the same clothes.
Paimon thinks that makes sense, but the real trouble is...
There's no evidence that this third person even exists.
True. None of the clues we found thus far support the existence of this third person. But the only people left to consider are both technically victims, whether it's the missing girl, Halsey, or poor Cowell.
Huh. Could Halsey have secretly made modifications to the magic props in order to murder Cowell before making her escape?
But she had no way of knowing how the magic trick worked.
That's right. And even if she had tampered with the setup,
Wish
she
I
would
brought a
need to
water bottle
understand the
upstairs with
entire
me. I don't
trick to
have
pull
one.
it off. Nor does she have any motive. The guard said that she has never had any dealings with the magic troop's members.
That's also true. I remember that.
Were we not thorough enough in our search? From the sound of things, this is turning into an impossible case. Your macarons are amazing though, Navia. They smell great! They're nice
That's a
and crisp
shift in
and
topic.
super sweet!
They are my specialty after all. And I see you've already had 5 of them.
Bruh, Paimon.
What? 5? Oh, that can't be right. Paimon only counted 3, honest!
Can't even do basic math.
Please
Useless.
don't worry about it. At my age, a few less sweets might actually be a good thing.
No. Being greedy is one thing, but Paimon knows how to count. Besides, Paimon knows that if she ate too many, then others wouldn't have enough.
I don't think that would impact your decision. It's fine. If you ate them, you ate them. Oh, it's fine. Everyone knows how much you love eating.
Wait, you don't believe Paimon?
Why would I?
How could you?
You kind of had it coming.
Paimon ate those 2 extra macarons. Then may they turn into stone in her stomach.
All right, we get it. Well, I suppose one of us might have gotten too engrossed in our chat and eaten them by mistake. No big deal. Malus, set up the stove again.
What
if
you
you
doing?
would.
Huh? What are you doing?
Do you want it in my lap now?
Making sure everyone gets 3 macarons, of course.
I wasn't paying attention. What did she say? I missed it. Oh well. Hey, come on. Come on, baby girl. Do your little stretch. Come on. Do I need to pick you up? Of course I do. Come on. Come here. There you go. That's my baby girl. Oh, okay.
Exactly. We don't want to trouble you.
As you wish, demoiselle.
Demoiselle.
And I have the egg, sugar, and almonds.
Thanks, Silver.
Well,
You're a real
this
one.
really is your hobby, huh?
Hey. Hey.
Well, that's it for snack time. I'm going to have another look around the area. I don't know what we're looking for yet, but we've still got some time. As attorneys, I suggest the two of you think the case over again.
I think we should better call Saul.
It would be awkward if you got all tongue-tied on stage during the trial.
Alright, thanks for your help, and for the snacks.
It was nothing. A small task for the Spina di Rosula. Silver,
Spina di
Malus, it's
Rosula.
time to go.
Okay. Spina di
I'll be
Spina
back
di
if I find
Rosula.
anything new.
I can't say that fast. How do French people do it? Neither Cowell nor Halsey had a motive, but after having talked to Navia, the likelihood of a third person being involved seems very low too.
Alright, it's
Oh,
time
that's
to put
cute.
our heads
She's laying in
together.
my lap now.
We've gotta get our defense ready for the trial. Oh, it's probably gonna be a long and difficult case. There's no point in worrying about that now. We just need to prepare. Here, take Pyron's notes. They should help you review the situation.
I'm fine. Honestly, I think Lenny actually did it. I mean, we already know he has ties to the Fatui and Arlecchino. Oh. So, maybe it's in relation to that? That'd be my guess. Sorry. Shit. It's gonna be hard for me to look at my computer now to look at chat because my dog is on my lap. Oh, Fossilors isn't on her throne anymore. The whole place is empty.
What do we do? The whole situation is so confusing.
I do have some thoughts, but let's take things step by step.
Good plan. Impossible things don't just happen. We'll get to the truth one way or another.
Just relax. Even if everyone else suspects Lenny and Lynette, at least we will be supporting them from the stands. Besides, I doubt Farina understands any more about what happened than we do.
Thanks, Navia.
Yeah, she's just kind of vibing.
We'll be going then.
Best of luck to you.
Okay. A court is in session.
Oh, finally,
those
you're
twins.
back. Well, how did your investigation go?
To be honest, you might be disappointed.
No. We're already very grateful that you were willing to help.
Well, now, don't you all look disappointed? Don't
It's
tell
weird
me
to
that
see
your
Farina, not
investigation
Fossilor.
came up empty-handed. That was to be expected, of course. The guilty can never produce proof of their innocence.
I wonder who else
But don't let that
Fossilor's
stop
voice
you.
actor voiced.
I shall be terribly disappointed should you, my most anticipated foe, concede so easily.
Because she's very good.
Since both parties are present, I declare that the trial regarding the magic show incident is now in session.
So is Ray
in
Chase
order
with
for the audience to
Novelette,
understand the causes
but
and
I'm not
results
familiar
of the
with
incident,
much of his
could we
roles.
please have Mr. Linney explain the trick?
Yes, of course. I will explain while Lynette demonstrates on stage. All the necessary items have been prepared.
Excuse me.
Thank you, Mr. Linney. In that case, I take your statement to be that you ran to and remained hidden within the magic box in the audience stands once the trick began, and thus could not have committed the crime. Is this correct?
Yes,
Yes,
that's
sir.
correct, Your Honor.
In that case, I call upon the prosecution. Lady Farina, do you wish to refute his statement in any way?
Why, of course I do. Allow me to take the first shot and break this case wide open. Mr. Lenny is clearly lying. There is no
She's so
way
into
you
it.
could have been in the box the whole time if you were to abduct
actually really enjoy
Halsey
it.
and murder Cowell. In fact, I'd say you were hardly in that tunnel at all.
That is simply your hypothesis based on the presumption that I'm guilty.
Oh, is that so?
Oh, that's a nice cutaway.
And if I may ask, what did you hear while you were inside your box?
The roaring countdown of the crowd, of course. That's how I kept track of the time and built anticipation for the finale.
And you didn't hear anything else at all? Nothing that might leave an
The thump.
impression of any kind?
No, nothing.
I see. But when the count reached 30 seconds or so, there was a thud. One so loud that I believe practically everyone heard it.
Huh?
Hey, hang on. Something's not right here.
No, we talked about that. Oh. He doesn't know about the sound? How could Lenny not know about that sound?
Yeah, I'm sure he could have heard a noise that loud from inside the box.
I was right by the box, and I definitely heard the thud.
Look at those scales. Could those mean...
They probably represent the Oratrice's stance on the trial.
Well then, ladies and gentlemen, allow me to use the words of the magician himself. You never know what can happen in the blink of an
So
eye.
dramatic. I love
Indeed, it seems his alibi
Such
can
a fun
also
character.
collapse in the blink of an eye. Of course, I have armed myself to do far more than smash your alibi. Confidence cannot go unfounded, and my foundations are rock solid. Tell me,
Oh, calm down,
aren't
Zhongli.
you and Lynette actually from the House of the Hearth?
Oh, we're actually bringing that up. Okay.
House of the Hearth?
They're Fatui?
No wonder they did something like this.
So the serial disappearances were the Fatui's doing. Now it all makes sense.
Yo,
I've got
I'm
a
super
feeling that
hyped all
what
of a
happened on
sudden.
stage probably wasn't just an accident.
That's irrelevant. Our identities have nothing to do with what happened.
Indeed. Then perhaps
That's a nice
you
cutaway.
could tell us everything that happened during that 1 minute. Your first priority is to prove yourself innocent after all. I'm sure there is little that needs to be kept secret now. Unless your script already has holes in it.
Thinking.
The Outlander is speechless. My, oh my, don't they look flabbergasted?
Oh, that's so funny.
Now comes the infighting and discord, I suppose. This was almost too easy. Oh, good thing I made all those preparations. Seems the all-nighter I pulled last night is really paying off.
That's so fun. I love it.
Why didn't you tell us this before?
Lenny and Annette are Fatui.
Order! Order! Mr. Linney, allow me to re-establish the facts. Lady Farina has raised 2 points. First, when the thud was heard in the Opera House, you were neither in the box nor the tunnel. Second, you and Ms. Lynette are both members of the House of the Hearth. Are these claims true?
Yeah. There's no doubt about a magician's ability to con others. Given how Lenny has concealed his identity, this could have all been set up beforehand. Plus, Child is here in Fontaine along with other house operatives. There must be some scheme at work here. I've been a victim of such schemes before, and now...
Please answer my question, Mr. Linney.
I'm sorry. Yes, they're true, Your Honor.
Okay, that very light delay
I knew it!
lip motion.
Well, that's it. We might as well move on to the sentencing already.
What should we do now?
Permission to speak, Your Honor.
Granted.
My client has withheld some key information. My defense cannot proceed.
In that case, what is your request?
I request a brief adjournment. There are things that must be discussed.
Is that really necessary? They're already as good as guilty.
The defendant deceived their own attorneys. What is there left to discuss?
Order! Order, I say! Your request is reasonable, and we shall adjourn. This trial will reconvene in 1 hour.
So you would stick to Mr. Linney's defense even after knowing what you do now? You certainly have more professionalism than I thought. In that case, my dear audience, let's allow the joy of victory to steep for a little while longer.
Really into it. While the court is adjourned, you meet with Lenny and Annette backstage in the Opera House. Sad face.
Well, this is awkward. I didn't think the Hydro Archon would dig all that up. I'm sorry, Traveler and Paimon.
You know the Fatui music in the background?
Sorry. Paimon doesn't know where to start. We trusted you two.
Well, we trust Todd for some reason, and he's a harbinger.
Bad guys. Not to set the wrong tone or anything, but Paimon's really mad.
I'm very sorry. I know you're angry, and reasonably so, but please, let me explain. I know you've clashed with the Fatui several times before. I wouldn't be surprised if just hearing the word is enough to make you upset. But our organization is very, very large, and the Harbingers have very different personalities and goals.
Yo, I'm telling you,
now,
Alikino, she's gonna be a good guy. She's gonna betray the Tsaritsa, and she's gonna be playable.
Right. I'm sure we're on the
Calling
same
it
page
right
when it
now.
comes to this nation and the disaster that its people might face.
Wait, hold on, I need to read. I wasn't busy talking, I didn't hear. That's right, I'm sure we're on the same page when it comes to this nation and the disaster that people might face. Okay.
I knew if it weren't for our respective identities, we could become good friends. That's why I didn't wish to flat out lie to you, but chose to hide some details instead. The truth is very important, but being completely transparent about everything would see us spending more effort than we need to.
But how can we know this isn't all just another lie?
Right. So, you be the judge. Heck, if I were you, I fear that I'd even struggle to trust me at this point.
Bro, I love the Fatui music.
You met a Fatus who works as a magician, a trickster by trade. All by coincidence, too. But still, I'm asking you to trust me. I am no criminal. At least, not in this case.
Sorry. Please forgive us.
Well, you both say that, but...
Explain the other issue first. Where did you actually go while the trick was being performed? Bro, I'm telling you, Lenny is gonna be heir to either Alikino, or he's gonna fill in that empty Harbinger spot that Scaramouche left behind.
Right.
I'm calling it right now. That's my ongoing theory.
Of course. I'll answer any question you ask. We've been trying to find out how the Oratrice operates. We want to know why it has a consciousness. Why can it deliver sentences accurately? During our investigations, we learned that the machine's core is beneath it. From that moment on, Lynette and I have been designing this box swap trick with the objective of getting close to the core.
Is that why you needed a whole minute?
That's right. In truth, the audience would take about 75 seconds to count down from 60, while I would only need 15 to get to the opposite box. So, after jumping into the tunnel, I accessed the Opera House basement via the vent, and went to investigate the room in which the core is stored.
That air vent was created during the construction of the tunnel specifically to execute this step.
Okay, and what did he find?
Well, nothing. As soon as I reached
What
that
if
room
the
and was about to
Oratrice
investigate,
killed,
I heard someone's voice.
what's his name? Oh, you heard someone's voice?
Which should have been impossible, of course. I was quite certain that I was the only one in the room. That voice seemed to recognize me and tried to speak to me. I chose to err on the side of caution and retreated the way I came. On the way back, I saw the broken vase and the clothes on the ground, but the countdown was almost finished, so there wasn't time to give it any thought.
Okay.
After that, the homicide occurred just as you saw.
Well, that explains why you didn't hear the thud.
But why do you want to understand how the Oratrice operates? Oh, excuse me. I'm guessing it's because it has something to do with the prophecy and fontaine flooding.
Because of that prophecy I told you about, of course.
Yep, there you go.
We must know all we can about this nation's secrets in order to deal with that prophesized crisis.
So he's dead serious about saving Fontaine, so he does have good intentions.
There you have it. The whole truth. I swear, I didn't hide anything
but maybe
from
he's
you
like
this
Child.
time.
He has good
It
intentions.
was never my
Well,
wish to proceed
Child doesn't
under
have
this
good
cloud of
intentions. He's
mistrust
just
either.
chaotic and neutral, I guess.
But like I said earlier, you can be the judge. If you want to leave because you don't trust the Fatui, there's nothing I can do to stop you.
Well, Traveler, you decide. Paimon will follow your lead however you choose.
I believe in the facts. I would defend you from these charges. I believe that judgment will be dispensed as it should.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks for giving us a chance.
The current problem is that the scales are tipped pretty
I
badly
keep trying to figure out
against
whether
you
that's ears or
If we want to
really
refute
cat
the
ears or not, or
Hydro
they
Archon's
just
accusations,
props
we're
again,
gonna need a seriously watertight
like every other
defense.
cat girl in this game. Actually, we already have the key evidence we need.
Huh?
The adjournment's almost over. Let's go back.
Oh, Paimon thinks she gets what you mean.
Lenny's statement. Lenny claims that he headed the chamber containing the Oratrice core upon entering the tunnel and did not witness the crime taking place, and thus did not hear the thud. The voice in the Oratrice core chamber. Lenny claims to have heard a mysterious voice within the chamber that houses of the Oratrice core within the Opera House's underground structures. What? That sentence didn't make sense. Lenny claims to have heard a mysterious voice within the chamber that houses that contains. Okay. I was thinking houses as in noble houses for some reason. My bad. Alright. Continue taking part in the trial. Is there anything in here? No? Okay. It's so nice for this stream to be going so smoothly. That never happens. I'm so happy.
Both parties have returned to their positions. Let us continue the trial.
Yeah, man.
When last we left off, Mr. Linney acknowledged the new evidence presented by Lady Farina as fact. Therefore, Lady Farina may continue stating her reconstruction of the events.
That took long enough. Now then, if everyone would lend me
I like
their
the glow on
attention,
her coat, whatever
at
that
this
is.
stage,
a
let's
nice blue.
revisit that scene from Linny's perspective.
Based on the opponent's account of events, you can identify loopholes in your statement. Use evidence and clues obtained during the investigation to refute any erroneous assertions of fact and replace them with new influences. Use your refutations to convince the audience and obtain more support from the people. The Oratrice will display shifts clearly. When you find and refute all incorrect content, you can complete the cycle of refutation and unveil the truth. Oh, that's neat.
As the countdown began, he entered the tunnel. When the flatbed trolley passed, he opened the box and got into an altercation with Halsey, which caused the loud thud. He did not realize that this sound could be heard by everyone in the Opera House, which is why he claimed earlier that he could not hear the sound. Finally, he used the vase to knock her
Bro,
out,
this art is
before
really
making
good.
her change clothes to prevent others from recognizing her.
At this time, Cowell arrived in the tunnel, having heard that strange noise, and caught Linny red-handed. So Linny proceeded to knock him out too before stuffing him into that box.
Yeah, but that was the thing. Hal was outside of the box. Like, he was like right there next to it, I think, when it crashed.
Linny passed the unconscious Halsey to his accomplice through the magic box in the audience stands, before operating the devices such that Cowell's death would be ruled an accident.
Wait. Hold on, what? I keep getting the names mixed up between Halsey and Cowell. Because Halsey kind of sounds like a guy's name, so it throws me off a little. Before operating the devices such that Cowell's death would be ruled an accident. Okay.
And there you have it. That's the truth behind what happened.
Does the defendant's side have any objections to Lady Farina's description of the events?
Nah, man, she's right. Nice Fatui, he's a murderer.
Refuting Lady Farina is the order of events, what Linny experienced, and what he saw.
Yo, no way. Zach Aguilar, voice real. That's correct. That's obviously false. I don't know why they would fight. In his statement, Lenny claims they headed to the chamber, not witnessed the crime taking place. No one left the opera house during the magic show. What? Do you want out? After the incident happened, only those who had their identities cleared by the guards could leave. Then he came, so I heard a mysterious voice. Clothes that belonging to Halsey, the lady who went missing, were found on the tunnel. The reason for this remains unknown. Lenny must have been very confused when he saw them. During the switching performance, there was an audible thump that many audience heard. It sounds like the only one I can use here is Lenny's statement.
According to Linny, he left via the vent after entering the tunnel. He couldn't have had that altercation with Halsey.
Correct. Then he kidnapped Halsey. Then he knocked Halsey out using the vase and removed her clothes to prevent her from being identified. However, was Lenny really in the tunnel at this time? No, he was at the oratory sting.
Linny went to the room that contains the Oratrice's core. This is the actual truth.
I feel like by doing this, we're kind of having Lenny confess to a different kind of crime. Which I guess breaking into government property is better than murder, so that's fine, I guess. I'll take a misdemeanor over a homicide. Cal walked in on Lenny, so the latter knocked him out with a vase, leading to the victim's death. The existing evidence indicates that when Lenny returned to the tunnel, the crime had already taken place, and all Lenny saw was... Wait. You mentioned the tunnel twice. You mentioned the vase twice. Walked in on Lenny. The existing evidence indicates that when Lenny returned to the tunnel. Okay.
Lenny did not take part in the underground altercation. He only witnessed traces of the aftermath.
And is that it?
Attention!
I really like the drawings in these pictures.
When the countdown started, Lenny did indeed go into the tunnel. But
Why does Paimon have to narrate, man? Give us ether.
The opera house basement, which is where the underground core of the Oratrice is stored. Once he reached that area, he heard a voice in what should have been an empty room. Since he felt something was amiss, he returned immediately.
that hurt.
The crime scene had already developed by the time he reached the tunnel again. And in order to complete the magic trick, he did not remain there for any length of time. Finally, he reached the surface, and
does
that
Paimon
was
have to
when the
narrate
accident
this, man?
happened from his point of view. Therefore, he's innocent.
Successful refutation. Nice. We did confess to another crime, though.
Paimon did it! Paimon actually managed to say all that! Oh, wasn't it awesome?
No, it's kind of annoying. You have a cute blush on your face, though.
He knew nothing of the incident?
That's right!
Is no one going to focus on him going to the Oratrice's core? Or what's going on with that? Moreover, I believe my opposition's reasoning is flawed.
My reasoning?
The onstage equipment was clearly tampered with in a premeditated fashion. However, you say that Cal bumped into Lenny by chance.
If that's the case, then if Cowell hadn't entered the tunnel, who was the entire setup meant to kill? Assuming that what you say is true, Lenny only needed to kidnap the young girl to cause a new disappearance case. What would the point of killing someone on stage be?
Oh, they have a point.
That's right, you tell him! And that's why they're partners of mine. They've managed to turn things around.
Oh, well, your denial is very strident, I'll give you that. But what proof do you have to back your claims?
Do you happen to remember how you refuted Lenny's alibi initially?
Of course I do. If he had been in the magic box the whole time, how could he have not heard that sound? You're saying that he wasn't?
Your claim has now become my weapon. Your claim has also become a critical clue. That was way too fast for me to read. Which is the evidence that Lenny wasn't in the tunnel when the crime took place? That's a lot to work with. Irrelevant. Irrelevant. Information about the missing lady's identity. Halsey is a missing person. She's a famous painter and came to watch the magic show in order to take a break from her own creative work. She isn't known to have been entangled in quarrels with any members of Lenny's magic troupe. During this fitting performance, there is an audible thump that many audience members heard. No one left the Opera House during the magic show, and after the incident happened, only those who had their identities cleared by the guards could leave. What about over here? I don't know. I guess that?
That's right!
Yeah, okay, that works, I guess.
In the box or in the tunnel. That's why he didn't hear anything strange during the performance. This means that when the crime happened, Lenny had already entered the basement via the vent. The same clue you used to disprove his alibi has now become the best proof! How do you like that?
That's so annoying.
Well played.
To think you'd use such logic.
Bro, I love the little shadow of
Well
herself.
Then, if it wasn't Lenny who committed the crimes, then
Actually,
who
hold
was
on,
it?
I'm having a moment. You know how Fossilor has like the two different eye things, and how she's like, I guess, talking to herself, the little silhouette behind her? Are those like actually two different Hydro Archons, like two different personalities? Or is that just for comical purposes, or am I just reading too much into it? I don't know. The murderer was... Select the gear icon in the interface to check the corresponding case questions. Select answers and fill all the empty gears to verify the correctness of your deduction. If you have made mistakes, you must make another selection from the remaining options. What? You want downstairs? Or you want in my lap? Which do you want? Come on. Come on. Do a little stretch. There you go. Come on. You want upstairs? Okay. What time is it right now? 10:30. I took you out an hour and a half ago. I don't really want to take you out to pee just yet. Okay, I'll be right back. I'm just gonna take her downstairs and maybe grab myself a water bottle because I'm thirsty. I don't have any water upstairs with me. So I'm gonna just leave a message just in case. Okay. And I'll be right back. Sorry for that. Alright, I'm back. The guard's investigation report indicates that the fireworks released near the end of its show ignited and burned through the rope, suspending the water tank above the stage. This caused the water tank to fall and kill Cowell in the box below. If Lenny is no longer under suspicion, only the other members of the troupe would have been able to tamper with the props. Lenny gave a detailed account of how the trick was supposed to work. By using a box inside a box. The idea was for the box containing the audience member to be transported across via a tunnel underneath, and Lenny himself would also use his tunnel to get to the other side. Having changed her outfit, Lynette and her assistant would take charge of onstage interactions. The clothes belonging to Halsey, the lady who went missing, were found in a tunnel. The reason for this remains unknown. Few key information.
The deceased's name is Cowell, Linny's assistant. He would have been able to tamper with the equipment.
But that seems unlikely, unless it's just he tried to do a homicide and it backfired on him. I don't know.
Halsey is the missing person and an ordinary audience member. Or did she have her own scheme all along?
I don't think so.
Could there have been a third person involved?
It's definitely involved with,
really
all the other missing women. I think it's a third person, personally. I don't think it's, Cal? Cal?
The deceased's name is
Cal. Yeah, I don't think it's Cal. It's definitely not,
Halsey is the
Halsey.
missing person.
Definitely not her either. Oh, okay. Okay. Select any question to check the information you're missing. I don't get it. How am I? Oh, select clue. Okay. So I can only select Halsey? Okay. Yeah, I know that's incorrect.
The deceased's name is Cowell.
Oh.
Could there have been a third person?
It's after a view, I can select it. That's incorrect? Really?
The deceased's name is Cowell, Linny's assistant.
I really don't think it's him, though.
Huh? That can't be right. Are you serious? The killer was, in fact,
Yeah.
Cowell, the deceased!
You lost me there, bro.
Is that so? How
You
interesting!
have my curiosity.
Let's hear your
'Cause I don't know.
reasoning then.
What I must do next is recreate the truth. What Cowell did, and how he went from would-be perpetrator to victim.
Okay. How can we envisage Lenny as having been unable to interfere with the crime?
No one entered or left the opera house through its entrances. So where would the criminal have wanted to take Halsey? The deceased's name is Cowell, Linny's assistant.
That's true.
Halsey's clothing was in the tunnel, so there must have been some fear that she would attract attention.
Halsey's clothing was in a tunnel, so there must have been some fear that she would attract attention. I don't quite get where that's going, sure.
The sound we heard may have come from a clash between the missing Halsey and the criminal.
Yeah.
Lenny was not in the tunnel at that moment, which gave our criminal ample time.
Ample time, which would be a minute.
It would have been tough for both people to fit into that vent. they would likely have bumped into Linny as well. No one entered or left the Opera House through its entrances. So where would the criminal have wanted to take Halsey? Halsey's clothing was in the tunnel, so...
Who is the prime suspect? We already said it's you.
The deceased's name is Cowell, Linny's assistant.
How can we envisage anyone was unable to interfere with the crime?
The sound we heard may have come from a clash between the missing Halsey and the criminal. Linny was not in the tunnel at that moment, which gave our criminal ample time.
Where did the missing Halsey go?
No one entered or left the Opera House through its entrances. It would have been tough for both people to fit into that vent.
Incorrect. Those two things are incorrect. Okay.
The sound we heard may have come from a clash between the missing Halsey and the... It would
That's
have been
not proof,
tough for
though. That's
both
just
people to fit
speculation.
into that vent. They would... No one entered or left the Opera House through its entrances. So where would the criminal have wanted to take Halsey? The sound we heard may have come from a clash... The sound we heard may have come from a clash between the missing Halsey and the criminal. No one entered or left the Opera House through...
So just that? Okay.
Halsey's clothing was in the tunnel, so there must...
Didn't I select that? Did it just give up on me? Leaving aside how he died, Cal had all the means to commit the crime at his disposal. The strange noise could likely have been the sound of Cal and Halsey struggling. Lenny was not in the tunnel for 1 minute. So this would have been given time for Cal to bring Halsey out of the magic box and in the audience's stands. But according to the guard's testimony, no one entered or left the opera house, or even he had taken her, there would be no means of exiting. Exiting from the box would have been in full view of the audience, pretty much guaranteeing that they would be discovered.
What's wrong, Traveler? Are you still having trouble figuring things out?
Where in the world did Halsey go?
I see how it is. So this was all just a bluff. And here I thought you had something to show for it. But it seems you're still far from the truth.
Look, since we're at a dead end, why not consider a different track? Just like the trick as it transpired, the end result must have been utterly different from the magician's initial design.
It's true.
If only we knew how Halsey disappeared.
Well, that would be nice, but the tunnel only has 3 exits, and none of them seem very likely. And it's not like this
What if
is
there's
a
a
magic
fourth
trick
secret
where you can
exit?
just make a real live person disappear. You know, like you did from that water tank, Lynette.
I did a net escape from the water tank. Wait, could it have been the water?
Excuse my interruption, dear opponents. But do you not see that the crowd is growing impatient? There is no greater sin in this opera house than an awkward delay in the performance.
If the defense is unable to make further effective arguments, we will move on to the next stage of the trial.
Hold on a second.
Linny was not in the tunnel at that moment, which gave our criminal ample time. The sound we heard may have come from a clash between the missing Halsey and the criminal. The deceased's name is Cowell, Linny's assistant. He would have been able to tamper with the equipment. No one entered or left the opera house through its entrances. So where would the criminal have wanted to take Halsey? It would have been tough for both people to fit in. The vase was not broken by chance. It was used to cover important evidence. The water.
What about the water, though?
Paimon gets it! It all comes together if Halsey disappeared instead of being kidnapped.
How did the water make Lynette disappear again? I forgot.
Lynette escaped from the water tank, vanishing gradually and leaving only clothes behind.
My eyes bothering me.
If there's a similar
That's true.
method,
Halsey's outfit was left behind too.
Just a moment, please. I do hope you know how preposterous you sound at the moment.
Bro, I love
How could
Full
a person ever be transformed into water? This is reality we're talking about here, not some magic trick.
I request that we examine Cal's personal effects. We might find something there.
Must we really? I should think that of anyone. Your friend Linny already knows this truth very well. Magic tricks are ultimately just illusions and misdirection. But Halsey's disappearance is very real. We're talking about two completely different things.
Even so, I trust the Traveler's judgment. The truth must be out there somewhere. Perhaps some new line of reasoning may open if we try to gather all the focal points that don't make sense. Since Cal was the deceased, we haven't placed much attention on him. But given that we aren't making much progress with the case, it wouldn't hurt to have a look at his belongings, would it?
Mm-hmm.
People really do come up with all sorts of harebrained schemes when at the end of their rope. The way I see it, your suggestion that we broaden the scope of our investigation is nothing but a tactic for stalling the trial.
You know what's crazy? Like, on one hand, it feels like Hoyoverse is actually putting in a lot more effort into Genshin, like, especially its Archon quest. It's a lot better compared to, well, Mondstadt was decent, but it was, you know, it was a beginner arc, whatever. Leeway was just straight up bad. Inazuma would have been really good, but it was rushed. But, oh, whoops. It was rushed because I don't necessarily blame them for that because, you know, world circumstances, COVID and all that. Sumeru was decent. I think maybe it's a tad overrated, but it was decent. But it's still really good. They put a lot of effort into it, and I respect that. And it feels like they're doing like even more effort into this Fontaine Archon quest, and I really enjoy that. But what also sucks is that while it feels like they're trying more with Genshin, they're not trying nearly as much as they are like how much effort they're putting into Honkai Star Rail. And that's just, it's sad. I wish they gave this game more love.
Nevertheless, I believe that this is a reasonable request on the part of an attorney. Since the trial does indeed appear to be at an impasse, I believe that additional evidence may help us make more progress. Guards, please step into the lounge and examine the personal effects of the deceased Cowell.
After some time, a guard returns with news.
We are still examining the items, but we have already made critical progress that we feel must be shared with everyone post-haste. We discovered several test tubes of fluid within Cowell's baggage, each labeled separately. The notebook in his backpack claims that these fluids are water from the primordial sea.
Primordial? The primordial one? Yo? What's the lore on that?
Also indicate that Cowell belonged to an organization that sells illegal drugs and that he had an accomplice.
Seriously? Wow.
The notebook has many entries concerning safe usage of these fluids, in which the keyword dissolve appears many times. One of these tubes was labeled Opera Epiclese, along with yesterday's date. It is empty. The notes also state that these dissolution properties work exclusively on people from Fontaine. It's likely that Halsey was chosen as some sort of test subject. As such, we believe that the defense's hypothesis is, in fact, supported by sufficient evidence.
You've got to be kidding! People dissolving into water?
And only people from
Something so
Fontaine?
ridiculous actually be true.
That's interesting.
This reminds me of a certain prophecy, but it's just a coincidence, isn't it?
Huh. If people can become water, does that mean the water tank's real use was as a means to hide water stains? And if Cowl was targeting that girl... Wait just a minute. Could that mean...
What?
You two, with me, quick!
Oh, no, you lost me.
Wait. What about your partners?
Let's go. Just trust me.
You lost me.
Order! It is undeniable that further examination
I really
of the
like his
deceased's
cane.
personal effects has yielded some surprising results. But we cannot yet verify the veracity of these clues.
Veracity, that's a big word. Hold on, let me Google that. What does VERA veracity? Conformity to facts, accuracy. Okay, so just accuracy. Alright.
Still, let us assume that these clues are indeed authentic, albeit with the understanding that Ms. Halsey has yet to be found. Guards, please continue examining the items along these lines. Mr. Linney, it appears your hypothesis is supported by the evidence, so please continue speaking.
This is a very long scene.
Of course.
I'm enjoying it, but still.
If we uphold this hypothesis, I believe that many of this case's seemingly unrelated clues can be connected together.
Right! Like the metal hook! That one didn't make sense at all.
I've already forgot about the metal hook. What was that about?
Let's think about this. Cowell's methods must have something to do with that water from the primordial sea.
Bro, I want to find out about the primordial sea. What's that about? Just the keyword primordial. That has me. That has me on edge. What's going on there? Primordial sea, primordial one. I'm connecting the dots, man. Water from the primordial sea. The liquid that the guards found in Cowell's luggage seems to have the ability to dissolve fontainians into water. Who is the prime suspect currently?
The deceased's name is
Cowell, yes. Well, I am the culprit used to control the timing of the dissolution.
Now it seems like the hook rope was not meant for another magic trick, but was instead some form of triggering mechanism.
Yeah.
The rope that held the water tank up was lit by the fireworks and snapped. As such, the focus here is on the water and not the tank.
Focus is on the water and not the tank.
Lynette was in the magic box on stage the entire time. Did she have something to do with this?
No.
I remember there was something else within the inner layer of that box. The water from the primordial sea should already have been prepped before Halsey entered the magic box. I remember there was something else.
Maybe that? Well, item the culprit used to dissolve Halsey.
The water from the primordial...
It's the water. Well, item the culprit used to hide the mechanism behind the crime.
Now it seems like the hook rope was not meant...
Yeah. Nope. Okay. Well, item the culprit used to control the timing.
Now it seems like the hook rope... The rope that held the water tank...
Nope, not the rope.
Lynette was in the magic box. I remember there was something else.
Yeah? Yeah, there we go. I'm not the best lawyer. Saul Goodman would be disappointed in me.
It's Ace Detective Paimon's time to shine again!
Oh, stop
in
talking,
the original
please.
plan, Cowell would tamper with the water tank rope and the number selector securing his target. When the magic box containing Halsey was lowered, the metal hook would retract gradually and pierce the balloon at the top of the box. When the balloon attached to the box popped, the water from the primordial seed inside it would pour down and dissolve Halsey.
So we're working under the assumption that the water dissolved Halsey. Is she dead?
Vase to conceal the water inside the tunnel. With the remaining evidence being covered up by the water tank on stage.
Hold on, sometimes I just don't register words, so I have to read all that again. Afterward, Kyle would enter the tunnel and break the flower vase to conceal the water inside the tunnel, with the remaining evidence being covered up by the water tanks on stage.
But he encountered something unexpected in the tunnel, and wound up being fatally hit by the same water tank he meant to use to cover his tracks.
And the tunnel would have been... No, wait, I don't know.
Huh. That does make sense.
That actually links together a lot of the more confusing pieces of evidence.
Oh dear, what do I do? Even I think they sound convincing now. Have I falsely accused an innocent person? What a humiliation.
Now, it seems like the only point of contention remaining is the exact circumstances that led to Cal's death. His notes mentioned he had an accomplice who could be related to the situation.
I mean, I still want to backtrack a little. Is everybody just going to ignore the fact that Linny went into the oratory's core chamber?
On that note,
it
the
was
guards
very
have
important.
just contacted me indicating that they uncovered new evidence. I shall now invite him on stage to share it with us.
Look at that, it's like super pale, man.
We were just
It's
inspecting
like
the
Lazaria
luggage of the
pale.
other people involved in this case. And we found an identical sample of the water from the primordial sea among Linny's personal effects.
No!
What? That can't be.
That's an easy frame.
Oh, I see. Well, how wonderfully comedic to have your own counterattack only to come back and wound you. Does this not clear all doubt? My dear citizens, my loyal audience, allow me to present my reasoning and bring this performance to a swift close.
One last
Linny
versus.
did not need to take part in the dissolution of the young woman at all. Indeed, he did leave the scene via the vent. Having made modifications to the props beforehand, his accomplice Cowell then caused Halsey to vanish using the water from the primordial sea. But upon his return, in cruel avarice, Linny desired sole credit and prepared to do away with his partner in crime.
That sounds
Ultimately, he knocked
stupid,
Cowell out,
to be honest.
and the tool meant to cover the crime up also became a murder weapon. Now, as much as I regret having come to such a viciously straightforward conclusion, it does seem that the famed Fatui is quite the cold-blooded and ruthless organization. Am I right, Mr. Linny?
Not in the
We've used
slightest.
up all the evidence we collected. There's no way for us to make a rebuttal here.
It's so obviously a
Is
frame.
this the end of the road?
No, it's... Is nobody gonna second guess this?
Oh no. Paimon can't think of anything either. It doesn't look like there's any way around this. Seems using the water as new evidence was too good a move. Why did this have to happen now?
Think, buddy, think.
I think we've all seen enough now, and we have ample witnesses to my flawless reasoning.
What
I believe
witnesses?
this is indeed
Oh, wait.
the finale.
I was having a moment. Hey, she said the thing!
Now then, my good, noble Chief Justice, should we not, in your view, move... excuse me, everyone, but I must interject.
Miss, I must ask you not to shout, and to respect the ongoing legal proceedings.
Oh, come on. Don't be hasty. I have a good reason for interrupting, you know. Now, would anyone here like to take a little break from all this debate and see a little magic? I'll show you an
Okay, there we
amazing
go.
trick. One that can bring a young woman who has disappeared back in the flesh, right before
Here?
your very eyes. Please, do the honors, Mr. Linny, if you would be so kind.
What in the world is she saying?
No offense, miss, but miracles like that are beyond my scope as a magician.
Come on now, don't be silly. Magic is all about misdirection, isn't it? It often conceals the truth while presenting a fascinating illusion. But once everyone believes the illusion, can't magic reveal the truth to them once again?
What's going on?
And wouldn't such a trick
This music is
be the
dope.
most marvelous finale to today's performance? Come on, Lenny and Lynette. Give it another go. Don't worry. Spina di Rasula has made the necessary arrangements on your behalf. But, as the magic makers and stars of the show, I think I should leave the final performance to you.
I understand.
Do you though? Click.
And voila.
Hey!
Sorry for the interruption.
This got real interesting.
Isn't that Halsey? So the whole thing about people dissolving wasn't true after all?
Bro, she just said she can undo it.
This person told me that if I testified, the merit of doing so would lessen my sentence.
Oh, so she was involved.
I was hiding outside this room listening to the proceedings because I was afraid that I would be the one put on trial. I was just feeling happy that no one had noticed me, and then before I knew it, she caught me.
That'll teach you to underestimate us three.
Where should I begin?
That didn't sound right. That'll teach you to underestimate us three?
I'm sorry.
What?
I'm the one who killed Cowell. I admit it.
Oh, confession.
What? Why?
Firstly, my name isn't Halsey. It's Lillian, and I'm originally from Mondstadt. I heard that Linny's show was gonna be a real thriller, but I missed the chance to buy a ticket, so I stole one. That's how I make a living. I steal stuff here and there. And I'd never been caught before. But I was noticed at the harbor a few days ago, and I barely got away. Lenny was the one who
Oh, I
caught me
totally
in the
forgot
act.
about you.
Hey, no wonder you look familiar. So you were the thief. Liddy even mentioned that you were pretty skilled.
Well, and I thought that would have been
I
the end of
completely
it,
forgot
but
about
then
that.
the number selector chose me.
Yeah?
He even mentioned the Fortress of Meripede. That's a prison, isn't it? So you can imagine how shocked I was. I thought he was on to me for sure. So I played along with the show while looking for an opening to flee. But then I got water poured on me for no reason, and then someone jumped into the tunnel to nab me. I wasn't going to take that lying down, so I knocked him out and stuffed him into the box. There was nowhere to run from there, though, so I had
So
to
it's
change
two
my
criminals.
clothes and hide in a box containing performance costumes. I slipped out after the first guard arrived at the scene and continued hiding inside the opera house.
Can a person even hide in there?
If they're a practiced hand at concealment, probably. Professional thief could make it work.
But I swear I didn't know that the water tank would fall down. Really, I swear it. Had I known that, I wouldn't have put him in the magic box. I may be a thief, but I'm no killer.
Well, that makes everything pretty clear now, doesn't it?
Yeah, now it's time to refute the Hydro Archon's previous reasoning.
This time, we need to tell the entire story from Lily-Ann's perspective.
Okay, now, final round, right? Alright, that's true. Halsey dissolved. Cal planned to use the prepared words, man, holy balls. Prepared I give up. For the magic tricks to dissolve Halsey inside the magic box, as Halsey has appeared completely unharmed before all of our eyes. Farina's conjecture no longer holds water, and how would Halsey have reacted when the water from Primordial Sea suddenly began to trickle in? Dissolve water inside the magic box. No, 4 hours. I'm kind of curious by what that's supposed to mean.
Seems...
Oh, that's not it. Okay. Oh, there we go.
Sound.
Infighting between Lenny and Cowell. Lenny won all the credit. The fight did indeed break out, but it was between what's her name? Howell? I don't know, man. These names are very bad for me for some reason. There we go.
The flower vase.
Then he knocked Cowell out. There we go. Alright. Shut up, it's so loud. I can't even talk.
Her panic only intensified after she entered the tunnel and had water poured on her head. So she kicked the door open, producing the thud we all heard. Hearing the commotion, Cowell leapt into the tunnel, only to discover that Lillian had not dissolved.
That's true. You would have been surprised by that.
Lillian was not from Fontaine, but was a thief who made her way in by stealing a ticket. Mistakenly believing that the water from the primordial sea needed time to take effect, he tried to force Lillian back into the box. The two broke the flower vase during the struggle, but Lillian came out on top, knocking Cowell out and putting him in the box. With no way of escaping, she changed her clothes and hid in the costume trunk until the performance ended.
Alright.
She knew that she would have to go through guard inspection if she tried to leave afterward. So, she has been trapped in the Opera House these last 2 days.
Oh, that would have
She
sucked.
had already become desperately hungry by the time we were chatting over macarons. So, she swiped two of them right under our noses. Talk about a sneaky thief.
At this point, all the events that happened in the tunnel have now come to light.
Ah, so that's the whole story.
This audience kind of sucks, man. Like, you're so easily influenced.
Now then,
There's
Lady
no, like,
Farina, do you wish to
independent
speak
thinkers in this
against the
audience.
defense's
Kind of
statements?
annoying. I mean,
Please
someone
answer the
straight up
question,
confessed.
Lady Farina. Also, if I may add, the trial has not yet ended.
He's so tired
As
of her.
such, I request that the prosecution not leave the room before the proceedings have concluded.
He's gonna embarrass her.
What? Are you reading my mind now? No, I have no further arguments. I admit defeat. But really, could you at least have left me with some dignity?
Wow, look at that. She's like a deflated balloon.
Yeah, man, she's embarrassed.
If there are no objections, then as the Chief Justice of Fontaine, I shall once again repeat the full sequence of events. The actual perpetrator of the serial disappearances, Cowell, selected his next victim from the audience reservation list. With some modifications to the selector, he could ensure that the pre-selected young woman would be chosen. To cover up any evidence while committing the deed, Cowell thought of allowing the water tank to fall, which would conceal the water left behind after the young woman was dissolved. He also tampered with the rope suspending the water tank, using the fireworks at the end of the performance to cause the tank to drop and hide the watermarks. He poured the water from the primordial sea into a balloon during the preparation of the magic box and stuck it to the box's lid. Finally, he passed the prepared hook on a rope through the gap in the magic box's door when bringing the young woman to said box. When the magic trick officially began, the box containing the woman was lowered into the tunnel, tightening the hook rope and bursting the balloon containing the water. If all had gone to plan, the young woman would be dissolved at this time. However, Lillian was not from Fontaine, and thus fled the box with a loud noise. Realizing that there was trouble, Cowell entered the tunnel and met Lillian. Thinking that the waters had not yet taken effect, he decided to proceed. However, his opponent was more capable than he thought, and he was overcome, knocked unconscious, and placed into the magic box, and thus became his own final victim. Lillian, according to her own statements, then changed clothes and hid until the performance ended, before hiding in other parts of the opera house.
Very good
As for
cutscene.
Lenny, he was in the underground structures within the opera house, and was thus ignorant of these happenings.
Yeah, are we going to
From this
address that at all,
reconstruction of
please?
events, we can conclude that Lenny, the accused, is in fact innocent. While there is much in Lenny and Lillian's conduct that should still be investigated separately,
Yes, please.
this case at least can be handed over to the Oratrice to make the final decision.
It'd be interesting if it still said no, or if it still said he was guilty. Sorry.
As such, Lenny and Lynette are officially declared not guilty.
Great work,
Ego
partners.
is so big.
Thank
It's so
you all.
annoying.
Thank you so much.
Let's not celebrate just yet.
Next, I think we deserve an explanation, Guard Vaughn.
Oh?
How did you find the water from the primordial sea in Lenny's baggage?
Oh, he's the accomplice.
Your discovery caused me to make a serious mistake, you know. Or was that not a discovery, but false evidence that you dared to bring before this court?
He's
I
the
suspect
accomplice.
that the accomplice mentioned in Cowell's notes was not Lenny, but you, yes? I'm sure you know what you must do to lessen your sentence.
Speak quickly! Unless you want to earn yourself a one-way ticket to Coupon Town.
The Coupon Town. What's that supposed
I
to
was
mean?
just following orders. We were supposed to place blame for the serial disappearances onto Lenny, and thus cause suspicion to fall on the Fatui. The higher-ups said this was the best opportunity to do so.
And now that your plan has fallen through, and the secrets of the water have been revealed, you have become a liability to said higher-ups, yes? Therefore, you would be wise to tell everything you know, and seek the protection of the guards.
Yes, I'll tell you everything I know.
He's gonna die
Our
right
boss
here.
discovered that the water can cause people to dissolve. It can also be made into a potion, which when extremely diluted, can cause people to experience unforgettable exhilaration.
So like a drug.
We've been in this business for a while now, and have made decent mora off it. The disappearances were also the boss's idea. I mean, this is the boss we're talking about. The...
Oh. That was kind of gruesome. He turned into water.
And now he can no longer talk.
Such ruthlessness. I shouldn't have expected any less of them.
Who's
An
them?
outrageous act. All present, please submit to inspection immediately.
The mechs too? However, nothing is found on the scene apart from the liquid that pine after Vaughn dissolved.
So, we're just going back now?
The problem seems to have been resolved for now. We're not needed here anymore.
That's true, but...
Traveler, Paimon, please wait. ...
Lenny.
I know you may not want to speak to me right now. Maybe you don't even want to look at me. But still, let me thank you again for defending me to the end. Even after
Bro, I
you learned that
love
I'm
this
a member of
Fatui
the
song. It's so good. I just didn't want to see anyone be falsely accused. I just wanted to be sure that we're square. I was gonna say, why would we be square now? Like, what did we do for Lenny? But then, or what did Lenny do for us? But then I remembered when we first came to Fontaine. No, Lenny, I won't be your friend because you're a Fatui. Now, you excuse me, I gotta return my Fatui Harbinger friend's vision.
I guess. But regardless, I'd like the opportunity to set things straight.
I feel bad for Lenny now.
I didn't approach you with any ulterior motives or ill intent. I've spoken to you as myself, just plain Lenny this entire time.
But also, I
As for
hugely
why
respect
I'm a
Ether for just,
it's
you know,
because
not
the
being
goals of the House of
naive
the
and
Hearth
kind.
align with those of an orphan like me. That's all.
As for why I'm a Fatui, it's because the goals of the House of the Hearth align with those of an orphan like me.
That was how Father, who you might know as the Knave, approached recruiting us back then too.
Why is Arlecchino referred to as Father? And who's Otets? Approached recruiting us back then too.
The Knave? The one who controls the House of the Hearth? She's your father?
Yeah, what's that about?
That's right. And since we're here, I was wondering, would you mind hearing a story? It's about my past.
Like, is it like a Fate Stay
Back when our
Night and
parents
Saber
first
situation,
died,
where like, you know, she's a
Lynette
woman
and
but
I
she's
were
still
left
called a
wandering
king?
the streets. To survive, I took to surreptitiously observing an older street performer who did magic. It took me several days to figure out how he pulled off his amazing tricks. I took my sister through several streets until we found a crowded corner, and we began to perform magic tricks there. To my surprise, we proved to be pretty popular, and we could
Where's
at least
Fremine
stop
in all
worrying
this?
about where our next meal would come from for a time. But I didn't want my sister to remain a street rat together with me forever. Before long, an aristocrat came to me and claimed that he wished to take us in after watching my performances.
So you went from orphans to nobility just like that?
That was how we felt at first, too. As if fate was on our side and we could say goodbye to those painful days. But I gradually discovered that while we were called foster children, he was really after my talent for magic tricks. He would constantly take me to all sorts of banquets to garner attention, which he would then use to expand his social circles.
I mean, it's better than being homeless, I guess.
Either. Better than roaming the streets at any rate.
Yeah, but I'm sure that's, you know, not the whole story.
It took a while for me to realize just how dark his heart really was. After one particular performance at a banquet, I discovered that Lynette was not on the same return vehicle as me. I waited a long time after we returned home, but she did not come back. I went to that noble's bedroom and asked him about her whereabouts. The answer he gave me was, she caught the eye of the most eminent person at the banquet, so I sent her over as a gift. I mean, you'll be able to perform your magic regardless of who your assistant is, yes?
Oh no.
This got super
so
dark.
Gonna... But wouldn't Fontaine's laws deal with such people?
As far as outsiders are concerned, this is a relationship akin to adoption or foster care, and they have their ways of escaping the eye of the law.
As far as outsiders go. Outsiders. Who are we referring to as outsiders here in this context? Us? Lenny and Annette? People in general?
I managed to ferret out the location of the mansion of that so-called eminent person and hurried through the night. But by the time I leaped over the walls, avoided the guards, and made my way in, all I saw was the moonlit ground covered in blood, and the knave standing there in the darkness.
So, she'd already taken care of that guy.
That's right. She had rescued my sister before she could come to any harm, and had even discovered several girls hidden in a basement, all of them orphans.
Bro, this got dark.
Father,
also
Arlecchino,
the
knave,
to the rescue,
might have seen something in me, and so she made me an offer. The House of the Hearth welcomes you,
to her as father.
For your interests align with ours. Here, none will ever betray you. Indeed, betrayal shall never be permitted here. I was hesitant to trust her, I mean, I had just been betrayed by nobles. But she was also quick to destroy the noble who had taken us in at first, giving us back our freedom.
Oh, so that's how the two of you joined the House of the Hearth.
It's all in the past, though. The knave is after the Gnosis, isn't she?
She has her own plans.
I'm calling it! I'm calling it!
She has gained permission from the Sarita to first use the Gnosis' power when she obtains it. She plans to use it to find a way to break the prophecy and save Fontaine.
Okay.
So, she believes in that prophecy too?
That's right.
Arlecchino,
the whole
playable.
House of the
I'm
Hearth
calling
is
it.
currently working to combat that crisis.
Today's
case has also
so
proven that
hyped for
people
it.
from Fontaine can indeed dissolve into some sort of water, thus further supporting the prophecy. All of us house members here, Lady Arlecchino herself included, are from Fontaine. We won't give up on defending our homeland.
Oh, Arlecchino is from Fontaine? Okay. Honestly, man, I don't even think Arlecchino is gonna be a boss. Granted, we haven't met her, obviously, and, you know, she's a harbinger. But, like, going off of this conversation alone, I don't think she'll be a weekly boss. Like, we'll probably fight her at some point. I wouldn't be too surprised by that for some reason. But I don't see her being, like, this arc's big boss. I just don't see it happening.
To us orphans, the only connection we have left to this world, apart from our family, is our homeland.
So, from small deeds like distributing magic pockets to huge schemes like stealing a Gnosis, everything is aimed at dealing with that prophecy.
I'm sorry, but I still can't completely trust you.
It's alright, I understand. The only thing I can do is relate all this to you. I just hope you can understand that even as a member of the House, I have never stopped making my own decisions, and that I believe what I'm doing is right. If you should need anything at all in the future, feel free to find me. I will do my best to help you, as plain Linny.
I understand.
Bye, Linny!
That was so good. That was amazing. I love that. Yeah, man, this is shaping up to be my favorite arc in Genshin. Easy.
Hey there. What was with the disappearing act you pulled right as the trial ended?
Were you looking for us, Navia?
It's so strange to see a Geovision
This
for
whole
once.
thing isn't exactly over, is it? I do feel that we're getting closer to solving the serial disappearances case, though. Don't you think so, too?
Why? I'm sorry, Navia.
Huh? What's wrong, my dear partner?
I was really only trying to defend Lenny. I wasn't necessarily looking into serial disappearances case. That grammatically doesn't make sense, I think. I wasn't necessarily looking into serial disappearances case. Yeah, that doesn't sound right.
Besides, are you sure we're the ones who can crack a case that's been cold for decades now? And given that there's new evidence from the trial, there should be a trail of breadcrumbs for the Hydro Archon's people to follow now, right?
Ah.
Oh, she's sad. I feel bad now.
Well, I won't lie. I'm a little shocked to hear that from you. But I suppose you are just travelers who have only arrived in Fontaine after all. Sorry.
You still
I
need
might
to
have
talk
been
to
too
Fossilor.
presumptuous.
Fossilor.
Say that, Navia.
A Fossilor or Fossilor? I forgot.
Aw, and we were having so much fun investigating
it's
with
just
you,
Fossilor.
too. It was like having new waters flowing into a stagnant mire, causing new hope to spring forth, and the reflection in the murk to become clearer.
Sorry, I'm clearing my throat a lot.
Sorry about that. I'm a bit prone to nostalgia. Don't mind me. Wait, shall we have a farewell meal? You know, to commemorate our time as partners?
Huh? Do we really need to get that formal?
she enjoys our company.
You really did treat us as partners, huh?
Well, I just like to have a proper ending to every important memory. That
I think
way
she's
there
lonely.
are no regrets later. Anyway, it would just be a meal, so it shouldn't take up too much of your time.
Well, if you say so, let's go have that meal then.
You don't have to twist Paimon's arm. If Boss Navi is treating, count Paimon in.
Oh, wonderful. In that case, why don't we return to the court of Fontaine and head to the Hotel de Boer? I believe we'll make it just in time for dinner.
All right then, let's have our farewell meal.
Act 1 complete. Very nice. Semi-automatic foraging. Wait, is that 2 different quests? Blacksmiths and Fontaine do not hammer the metals themselves, but rather use an even more advanced method. If I have time, you should really go check it out. Is this where you Fontaine craftable weapons? Because sure, I'll go ahead and go do that. Let me... Oh, bro, I completely forgot about the pyro cube I was farming. That was such a long thing, it just completely slipped my mind.
All is accounted.
How long have we been going on for now? 2.5 hours? Seriously? That's nuts. Yeah, we did finish Act 1 today. That's very good. And I think it'd be kind of bad placement or bad timing to
take it easy.
Keep going just like a little bit and then stopping the stream because I won't be continuing much further. So I don't think I should continue the Archon quest right now. I think we're at a really good stopping point.
Allow me.
Bro, I am struggling. There we go.
Busted. Gotcha.
Rest and rebuild.
Alright.
Quietly now.
Yellow skill, go bird. Ah, only 2 drops. Typical. Alright. Let's claim my dailies.
Add
So,
Astra.
I think I'll finish
Thank
off
you
the
for
stream with me finishing my Risen.
Add Astra.
And I'll check that thing out at the blacksmith because I'm pretty sure that's just for the craftable weapons. I wouldn't think it'd be as grindy as the Sumeru craftable weapons. Is it in the water? What? Oh, it's just underneath the bridge where the water is. There's still room for improvement here. The hammering force still isn't quite right. Oh, I have autoplay on. If that's the case, should the corresponding force be preset? Or should I make an adaptive mechanism that sets the force based on forging method instead? You know, this machine really is fascinating up close. The way it clings on the metal by itself, at this rate, it feels like you wouldn't need a blacksmith at all. This machine isn't smart enough to not need a blacksmith yet. When you need to make something, there are still countless little details that need to be tuned. and tempering and polishing needs to be done manually as well. However, one day I will turn it into a fully automated forge. But why? Wouldn't you just be rendering your own job useless? Okay, sure. Anyways, do you have a commission for me? That hinges on how well the autosmith can perform. Then I gotta show you what I got. Oh, so you're a blacksmith, not just a boss? That's right, I wear both hats. We wear both hammers, however you want to put it. Surprised, huh? People who find out about me for the first time all end up making the expressions you're making right now. Where are the solid chunks of muscle on her arms? She's even leaner than the average person. Yeah, that's right. Can someone like that really work as a blacksmith? Those aren't Paimon's thoughts. Paimon just continue your hypothetical conversation without even realizing it. No offense taken. Truth be told, letting someone as feeble in body as I serve as a blacksmith is the main point of this machine. Humans can use tools, and exquisitely designed tools can make the impossible possible. Someday... Okay, this is redundant. Uh-huh. I smell trade secrets. How should I put it? To me, what matters isn't the product it's forged, but the tool that uses forging. Automated, yeah. Where's the stuff? That's for point. Well, that's how does it. I look forward to working with you. Can I craft the stuff? Oh, I can buy. I can buy new weapons. Oh, okay. What are these materials? Oh. So I need a lot of those. Okay. No biggie. So I just need fontaine stuff. As light rain falls without reason. Many has been acquitted, but you are not sure about what your next step should be. You decide to take up an obvious offer for a farewell meal to celebrate your cooperation. And I will do that next stream. I have a lot of quests here too I need to do. Pyro Cube should be back. About, I think, what time is it right now? 11:30? Yeah, after I do this Pyro Cube, I'll end the stream there, I think. There's not much else for me to do. This is a very good stream. I got a lot done. Finished Act 1 of the Archon quest. It was very good. I really enjoyed it. I'm super excited for Act 2. I'm super excited for more of Lenny's character. Excited for more false lore. I'm excited to chlorine more. The talk of Arlecchino has me super hyped.
Rest and rebuild. Go as planned.
Busted. Quietly now.
Oh, that's annoying.
Let's move out.
Okay. And... oh, I need to craft more gems. Gotta wait like, what, 8 minutes for me to do like a domain run? That's fine. I'll do that after the stream, though. I need 5, I think. Nice. Oof, I need more books. And Toma is done. Oh wait, I do. Never mind, he's not done. I still need to finish his weapon, but that'll be done tomorrow. But his artifacts are done. I don't need to level up his talents. His level is done. His weapon will be done tomorrow. So yeah, he's done. He's not gonna reach 700 EM. That's a shame, but whatever. And after Toma is done tomorrow, I work on, I think it was Kaya? Right? Let me double check. I'm pretty sure it was Kaya. Yeah, Kaya next. Kaya, you just need a better goblet. Maybe just better Blizzard Strayer artifacts to begin with. Well, I'm still undecided on what set I want you to use. Definitely use Sacrificial Sword on you. At the very least until I... Well, no, if I get Favonius Sword, I'm giving that to Layla. So yeah, keep Sacrificial on you. I'll do research on what artifact set I want you to run. I need to get your level and talent levels up. Zhongli, I want to max ascend you. Maybe level 90 you. That'll be worthwhile. I want to settle on a weapon for you too. I don't know what weapon yet though. And your set is fine as is, like, you know, as a shield bot build. But I also want to build a burst DPS Zhongli build. I think that'd be fun. And Layla, your artifacts are done. I just need to level up Sacrificial on you. So level you up, level your sword up, and level up your talents. Artifacts are already done. So getting through these characters, like, it's a lot, but the hard part of grinding artifacts is already done, except maybe Kaya. And kind of Zhongli, but eh. I'm not really counting on it being difficult to finish this list here. Because I'll be taking Toma off the list just tomorrow.
There's still some...
I guess I'll do my standard wish here. Anything? Nope. Alright, well, that was a good stream, y'all. I really enjoyed that. Very good Archon quest. I already voiced my thoughts. I'm still calling it. I don't think Articuno is going to be the big boss of Fontaine. I just don't see that happening. She's definitely going to be playable. I'm like almost 100% certain now. So I'm very excited for that. I'm very excited for Articuno to be playable. I'm excited to see her in game. I'm so excited. I'm very motivated now to just stock up on wishes. I have 8 wishes right now. But I'm at, what was it, 40 pity? On the character banner? I think so. So by the time I have all of, you know, this next half of 4.0, I have all 4.1, all 4.2, all 4.3 probably. So yeah, I have definitely more than enough time to stock up on wishes. So yeah, I hope you all enjoyed the stream. And I don't know when the next Genshin stream will be. I'll post that on the community. I'll post that on the community tab when I have the answer for that. So yeah, I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.